Good morning, everyone, and thanks for the introduction, Guillaume. So, Path2Park is a product that has been developed by a company called Parkeon. Okay, so unless John's company, Parkeon is an 80-years-old company that historically has been acting in the manufacturing of gas and electricity meters. So not so far away from energy issues. It's a French-based company. We operate worldwide in 65 countries. And as it is written here, the company has over 1,000 employees. Our main business today is the issuance of tickets for both on-street parking and transit business. Okay, so we are at the heart of cities today. We have overall 200 million euro revenues this year. And one thing which is very important for us is that we invest a lot in revenues, and that's how we could develop a guidance solution based on the large amount of data that our company is able to aggregate today. Well, I guess that most of you have been using our solutions. We have some iconic products, which you will see later, which we call the parking meter. So I guess that some of you have paid parking once in your life, and this is our main business today. Well, one thing which you have to understand is that we deal with cities, and we have 4,000 customers today worldwide on 5 continents. So we are at the heart on some of the key issues today that we see in any city, whether it's London, whether it's in Brazil, whether it's in Asia. The revival of city centers is absolutely key today. Pollution, congestion, public transport, and also access to hyper-local information. So I will go fast on Parkeon, but our core business is really to bring solutions to our cities. So we've been changing also really fast over the past years. What you see here is a machine that basically is very similar to this smartphone here. This is a parking meter. And what we did over the past 5 years is that we've changed totally our approach to the market. Thanks to new technologies, we are also trying to bring new technologies on parking meters. Those meters are no longer meters, they are basically turning into urban kiosks where the citizens can basically retrieve a lot of hyper-local information, whether it's coupons from local merchants, park and collect solutions, taxis. We are really trying to reinvent our business today. Okay, so data, I mean, without knowing it, our company is managing big data for over 15 years. We have today, and it's not mentioned here, but we connect today over 200,000 meters and ticket vending machines worldwide, which allows us to collect in and out over 1.3 billion tickets on a yearly basis. So it's a huge amount of data that we collect. And those data have been today mostly used by cities and operators to run the machines and run their parking business. And a company like our company is basically a manufacturing company, and as you may all be aware of, sooner or later the parking meters will be replaced by the smartphones. And sooner or later the cars will also be connected and will be able to pay parking by themselves. So in order to avoid the kind of Uberization impact on our company, we are developing solutions not only for the cities but also solutions for the end users. And that's how we have developed a solution that is called Path2Park. So Path2Park is a guidance solution. I will detail it later on. It's a solution developed internally at Parkeon. And our ambition is to roll it out worldwide today. Okay, so congestion. That's one of the main issues, and we all had problem one day driving in a city. Where can I park? That's the key problem that everyone faces on a daily basis. If you go to Paris today, at this hour of the day, I bet you that you will never find a parking spot around this place here in Paris. It's almost impossible. It's packed, it's full, and that's a big issue. So, of course, this is a joke. No way we can put the cars like this. Some try. So that's how we thought about developing a service based on the data that we have. Okay, what is path to park? We're trying to go a bit further than any of the solutions that exist today to guide people. We've designed powerful algorithms that are giving basically what we call real-time pressure on street parking. So this is, I mean, red means that it's busy, yellow means that potentially you could find parking places, and green means that, yeah, most likely you will be able to find parking places. So this step here doesn't bring you any value except if you just want to understand what's happening. What we are able to bring to the drivers are basically routes or different options to find a parking place. So we are not telling people where to park, but we are giving them a route where they are the most likely able to find a parking place. So as you will see here, this symbol here means that if you want to park on street, well, you can drive 8 minutes and 90% chance that you may find a parking place. If you choose this other route, it will take you 10 minutes, and you will also have kind of a 90% chance to find a parking place. And if you still don't want to spend too much time, there's another option here, which is a parking lot or a garage where you will have to pay. But basically, in 4 minutes, you will be guided towards the nearest parking garage. Okay? And as I mentioned here, we are already rolling this out worldwide. It's already, we cover Paris, some cities in France. In the US, we cover Las Vegas. We also cover Austin in Texas. And some major announcements will be made end of the month to cover large countries. Okay, so the plan is very simple. We want to guide people. Path to Park is a guiding system. It offers, as you saw it, 3 different itineraries with a probability to find a parking place which is above 90%. It means a lot for us as drivers because it is less stress. And it means also a lot for the cities because it means less pollutions. I mean, it's always difficult to confirm the information, but we know that approximately 20 to 25% of drivers are looking for a parking spot today in Paris and in London and anywhere worldwide. So if we can help people to park faster, it will drastically reduce the number of cars on streets and therefore limit pollution, congestions. So we believe that this is really something that can help the cities and everyone around the globe. Okay, so as I've mentioned it, we started a couple of months ago. We are already covering Paris and its close suburbs. We are covering some cities in France. So we have Lyon. We have another large city called Lille that you don't see on the map, but that will come soon. And we are covering basically also some cities in US, in UK, and starting in Germany. So we start, and we are humble. It's a very slow start for us, but at least what we are proud of is that the accuracy of the prediction we do is fairly good. It's close to 95% accurate, and we are improving the model on a daily basis. Okay, so keep in mind that we are not a startup, and that we manufacture, as you could see, parking meters and ticket vending machines. So big data to us, algorithms, and machine learning. This is not at the heart of our business. So our engineers are absolutely not able to define this type of thing. So key thing here is we've been partnering with some of the best startups here in France to define the solution. So DataIQ is speaking here at this exhibition, and we've been using machine learning, predictive analytics, and deep learning to basically develop a guidance model which again is extremely accurate today. So I can't tell you exactly how we develop our algorithm, but we aggregate on a daily basis over 10 sources of data. So the data, of course, the most important data that we have in our database is what we call the parking data, the parking tickets. So we know exactly how many people purchased tickets, for which duration, for which amount, where. So we have a fairly good view on the rotation on street, which is very important. But that's not enough. We have to cross data with what is the average speed limit, for instance, whether it's a residential area or not, whether there are schools or not, what are the weather conditions or not. If it rains, you can assume that there will be less rotation, for instance. So this can impact the model that we've defined, whether there are shops, restaurants or not. And based on that, we have defined 50 different indicators that will basically help us to create a fairly accurate model again. And we base ourselves on something called Data Science Studio from DataIQ. Okay, why we believe we bring something different? We bring something different to our cities because we don't sell this. This is something which is available on the app stores and on Android stores, so you can use it. Thanks to big data, a big thing for us was that to predict pressure on on-street parking, we don't need a lot of investment. There's no need for cameras, no need for sensors. So in fact, the solution in itself was difficult to develop at first, but rolling it out beyond France and US is relatively easy to do. We need to define what are the patterns for each country, for each cities, and once this is done, the rollout is fairly easy to do. We don't need any critical mass of users. In the business of guidance, a lot of people are using the tracking of cell phones, which I think is not very ethical, or are asking feedbacks from the users. The crowdsourcing can be important, but we don't need that to basically make our start, which is very important to us. You will see later on that we will need your help as users. Your feedback will be important to improve the model, but to make a start, we don't need the users. And one thing which is also very important, we started with really accurate data because we've piloted the concept in a city close from Paris where we had excellent quality of data, and thanks to the algorithm and thanks to the different indicators that we have, we can work with partial or inconsistent data. So cities like Austin have meters, for instance, in the downtown of the city, but we've been able to basically roll the whole thing all over the city, even without parking data, which is very important. So one thing which is good for us is that, we can roll this out fairly quickly today worldwide. Okay, so just to conclude, tracking and crowdsourcing. If you use the app, you will be able to you can choose to be tracked or not, and by tracking you using the app, we get a lot of useful data to basically improve the model. Of course, each person using the platform will also be able to bring back information to us to again improve the model. We can collect this information in real time. And really design the best possible solution for the end user. And of course, don't hesitate to download the app because this is available today worldwide.